The researchers found the ship at a depth of 6 kilometers. This is one of the most amazing discoveries at a depth of more than 6 kilometers. Researchers Rob Kraft and Paul Mayer from the Petrel vessel of Vulcan Inc. found the wreckage of the ship. Most likely, they belonged to the destroyer USS Johnston, DD-557. USS Johnston, DD-557, destroyer of the coast of Seattle, Washington, USA, October 27, 1943. Smith Tower in the background above the bow of the ship. The famous US Navy destroyer during World War II took part in many battles, for which it received 6 stars. The ship was launched on March 25, 1943, named after Lieutenant John W. Johnston. Among the submarines sunk by Johnston, Japanese I-176. Destroyer's death. The destroyer Johnston courageously died in the battle at Leyte Bay of the island of Samar. It was the largest naval battle in history. It was the American Navy versus the Imperial Japanese Navy. The Allies won a tactical and strategic victory, sinking, among other things, one of the world's 2 largest battleships, the Musashi, and damaging the second, the Yamato. After this crushing defeat, the joint Japanese fleet did not undertake major operations until the end of the war. The Johnston sank on the morning of October 15, 1944. From 327 crew members, only 141 survived. From 186 dead, about 50 were killed as a result of enemy actions. 45 died on rafts from combat wounds. 92 people, including Captain Ernest Evans, are missing. The Japanese battleship Yamato and the heavy cruiser, possibly Ton or Chikuma, in action during the Battle of Samar, October 25, 1944. 3 or 4 US Navy aircraft are visible, one of which is under fire in the foreground. Johnston at a depth of 6,220 meters. The remains of the American Fletcher-class destroyer were discovered at a depth of 6,220 meters at the bottom of the Philippine Sea. Researchers from the Petrel have previously found several sunken ships from the Second World War, but Johnston broke the depth record. The wreckage of the destroyer is at 6,220 meters. To find out what kind of ship it was, a special deep-sea drone had to be launched. Remains of a warship, presumably USS Johnston, DD-557, at a depth of 6,220 meters. The images show the mangled remains of a warship, mutilated firing points, 2 craters, and other unrecognizable pieces of twisted metal scattered across the seabed. The researchers did not find all parts of the ship. Perhaps they are at even greater depth of the Philippine Trench, the maximum depth of which is 10,540 meters. There are other parts of the ship that would accurately establish its name, but the researchers have no equipment that could go down even deeper, so to assert with 100% certainty that this is Johnston is impossible. Nevertheless, this find is the deepest shipwreck in the world.